Hi, this is David Orlofsky, and welcome to the Parsha in 5. A little 5-minute thought on the Parsha for us. And it's Parsha's Mikeitz. Parsha's Mikeitz starts off with Paro having a dream. And he says he's standing by the Yaor. What is the Yaor? So Rashi says it's the Nilus. It's talking about the Nile River. Yeah, it would make sense because the Nile River represented Egypt. That was the source of their sustenance. It would overflow and fill all the canals and irrigation and water the land. So he was the king. He's in the Nile. It makes sense. The Ramban says no. Yaor is from a lashon of or, because all water has its source in light. And that's why he says whenever Sefer Eov refers to water and light, they're the same idea. They overlap. What is this relationship between water and light? So, it's a very interesting thing. We're just coming out of Kaneka. And you know that, I guess if people listen to this in future years, very often Parshas Mikeitz is Kaneka, so you can use this for that too, yeah? But, what is the theme of Sukkot? It's water, like quite literally. We take the water and pour it on the Mizbeach, yeah? And then we do Tfilas Geshem. I mean, the Gemara says that on Sukkot we're done al hamayim. I mean, it's a time when the whole theme is definitely water. And then there's 70 days until Kaneka. Now, 70 is a big number. We brought 70 par on Sukkot for the 70 nations of the world. And the last day, Shmini Atzeres, is just us. Anyway, we count from the 15th of Tishrei to the 15th of Cheshvan, more or less 30 days. From the 15th of Cheshvan to the 15th of Kislev is another 30 days, 60 days. From the 15th of Kislev to the 25th of Kislev is 10 days, right? So that's 70 days. And what is Kaneka? Kaneka is the holiday of light. Instead of one day, we get gifts for 8 crazy nights. It's all about light. That's the mitzvah, is to light lights. The Medrash says when they lit the menorah, the light shone out all over Yerushalayim, which is a miracle that used to, the only other time you see that happening is at the Simchas Beis HaShoeva on Sukkot. When they lit the menorahs, it says that every chutzah in Yerushalayim was lit up from the light of the Har HaBayis. And that's what happened when they lit the menorah. Even though it was inside of the Beis HaMikdash, it shone out and lit up every chutzah. And so we go out to the chutzah and we light the menorahs to celebrate the light. What's the difference between water and light? Water is in many ways the ultimate of chumrius, of raw material, because it has no form. Put it in a tall, thin glass, it'll be tall and thin. Put it in a low, shallow bowl, it'll be low and shallow. It takes on whatever form it put it in, because it has no tsura, it's only chomer. It's raw material. And the goal is to take that raw material and give it a purpose. Light is only tsura. It has very little existence on its own, photon energy. I'm repeating what I heard from Dr. Gerald Schroeder, because I don't really know that much about physics. When they offered physics, I took the earth science option instead and learned how to read a weather map. So this is above my pay grade, but he says it's the least physical thing that exists in this world. It's the most esoteric. And that's why the first thing Hashem created was or, which is the least physical thing that exists in this world, photon energy. And it's represents by us tsura, the ultimate tsura, the ultimate form. Klal Yisrael is a nation, the Maharal says at the beginning of Gevuras Hashem, that has tsura and no chomer. And that's why any chomer, if we're not living up to our tzura, can overwhelm us. Because we don't have a chomer, we only have a tzura. Light is that tzura, it's that form. And so we come out of Sukkot where we get the bracha of all of the raw material, and it is our job to turn it into something real. The Ramban is telling us that Yaora, when you talk about water, water has its source in light, and the goal is to take that water and turn it back into light. So, Emir Hashem, now that we have completed the 70-day process of going from Sukkot to Kaneka, to take all of that Gashmias and give it a tzura, give it a purpose, give it a form. Now, at the darkest time of the year, we're able to now light up the darkness with that light that we have created from what we have been given, to be able to make it brighter and brighter. That's what we say by Kiddush Levana. There will come a day when the moon will get brighter and brighter until it's as bright as the sun, and then there will be no more darkness. In Mitzvah Hashem, we should go into a time of light. Good Shabbos.